every time.
I can't get over that. Hi, we're back.
It
It's me,
is.
It's me, Victor, and
What?
Craig.
It's me, Nick.
It's me, Victor, and Craig. Craig's not
Craig,
here. Craig's just recording the call.
Craig's recording the call. We got Discord Craig.
Discord Craig. We got another movie for you. like
This
we
is
said,
a
like I
Nick
said,
pick.
Nick pick. Like I said in the last episode, it's John Woo's '90s action classic, Hard Boiled, direct from Hong Kong. So break it down here.
Break it down.
Movie follows hotshot cop Inspector Tequila. He's on the case of a growing number of arms deals in the Hong Kong area. Leads him on the trail of one Johnny what? Johnny
Angel.
Johnny Wong. I knew it. It was Johnny Wong. Johnny Wong. At the same time, there's an undercover cop infiltrating his ranks, and but the undercover is getting in the way of Tequila doing his job, and Tequila's getting in the way of undercover doing his job. So the two have to find a way to work together to bring down this most massive arms dealer in the country before he could sell guns and wage a private war if he wanted to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Cops go after bad guys before bad guys can do badder things.
They're the bad guy.
Right. So.
Sorry.
oh, I get it. Please
Yeah.
leave. Please leave right now.
Yeah.
Go pack up the mic, exit your room, and just go.
Honestly, I'll just play the what the hell is that movie called? The Evil
Brightburn?
Superman, Evil Boy. Yeah.
Brightburn.
I just want to watch the credits for that.
Jeez, she's gonna do a Bond song.
Oh
God help us.
I haven't heard it yet. It's out now. I'm gonna have to give it a listen.
I don't want to hear it until I see the movie. That's
If you see the movie.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
So
back to Hard Boiled. Victor, how is your John Woo these days?
This is, if I am not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, let me keep repeating that until I get to my answer. This is my first John Woo.
Wow, what a way to start, man.
This is my first, unless you count Stranglehold, the game.
Well, not that. Maybe.
Yeah, no, not really.
Stranglehold is the sequel to this movie.
Oh, is it?
It is, yeah.
It was an actual.
Yeah. It's the same. It's the same character, Tequila, you play as in the game.
You're right.
Yeah, and John Woo makes a cameo in that game, just like he does in this movie.
Oh, so yeah, I am very fresh. I'm a noob.
Nice. Welcome to the club.
I'm happy to be here because hot damn.
Oh man, yeah. You have no idea.
Damn.
This is an incredible film. I love it.
I gotta admit, I was disappointed with the quality of the YouTube.
Yeah, for background information, I found the whole freaking movie uploaded on YouTube, and I just shot at Victor. So, just like he hasn't seen a John Woo movie yet, but this is the easy in, so I'll just throw it at him.
Hey, the only time it got really bad is when there's a lot happening on screen, because when there's a lot happening on screen, it got muddied very quick, very pixelated.
Yeah.
But that's not the film's fault.
Sure, but off the strength of that YouTube upload, would you want to watch this movie again in better quality?
Definitely buy this one if there's even a Blu-ray restoration, but I don't
there
think
is.
is. Oh, there is. Oh God, yeah.
Yes, there is. There's a Blu-ray. There is a Dragon Dynasty DVD that's still pretty good too. It's treated well. This is one of the essential action movies of all time. I was
gonna say, I would hope so.
It's wicked. It's out of this world,
dude. Just it balls to the wall, man. I wasn't expecting it to be this well crafted.
Yeah, man. And you're kind of still getting on the action movie train.
I'm an action movie newbie.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of outside U.S. action films, like, what was that? It Comes at Night. No, not It Comes at Night.
The Night Comes for Us.
Night Comes for Us. Like that. I haven't even seen The Raid. Like, my foreign action cinema viewings have been very, very, very slim. So just to see
Yes.
something that wasn't, what we get, even John Wick is as impressive as it can be.
Yeah.
Like this is like taking it to the next level. To be honest,
Yeah.
as much as
There's a
yeah,
go on, go on, go on, go on.
no, it's like as much as I love the style of John Wick and the choreography and that style of action,
Mhm.
this is just like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Like if this came to America, this style, I don't know if it did.
They kinda did. A couple different times they tried to emulate this bullet ballet, as it's called, into American movies, but it's not quite the same without Wu helming the show, or just not quite the same as Wu's classics.
You can definitely see the Wachowskis taking inspiration from
Yeah, a
this.
lot of filmmakers take from John Woo,
Yeah,
like the Wachowskis, Chad Stahelski, and so forth.
right,
Like
right, right.
he John Woo is an action icon. The 80s and 90s were very good to him.
Even
Yeah,
just
it's
indie action filmmakers, like especially you or like your friends, like I can definitely see like
yeah, man.
even from this one movie, I can see the influence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All the slow motion, the crazy choreography, the hard edge storylines. It's a sight to behold. When the originals, it's so good.
Yeah, that
So
first shootout in the tea house was just ah
yeah.
so good in the build up to it because you knew
Uh-huh.
like okay something's gonna happen any moment now.
Yeah.
But
Stuff's going down.
God, the
Se-
way like
Second tequila throws that cigarette in the
yeah,
tea.
you're like
Some
all
shit's
right,
gonna happen.
exactly. And I just love, and this is another film too where it really utilizes the space
Oh
very well.
yes.
Uh,
The best action movies make their geography clear as day, so you
exactly.
aren't lost in the madness.
Yeah, because too, it's like they're and what really helps is the cutting and the editing
It
and the
is.
choices of a lens as well. Because there are some pretty good wide angle uses in this, like not
Uh-huh.
too wide, but like at least a 35 millimeter. And like the way
Yeah.
the characters will swoop around corners or dive underneath things or just
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
mid-air and fire their pistols. It's
Not
just
not to mention slow motion.
in the slow-mo.
That's a
Yeah.
staple of Wu. You'll find it in pretty much every one of his movies, and he knows how to use slow motion probably the best out of anybody in terms of as an action director.
It's pretty damn graceful. Like
It's graceful, it's artistic, and it enhances the action in its own unique way.
it kind of makes the violence beautiful. Like
It is, yeah,
not
there's a
even gonna lie.
bullet ballet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's great. Uh, yeah. So yeah, we have the tea house shootout, and then you got the warehouse shootout.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of great shootouts, but there's three major ones that make this better than all the rest.
Yeah, not only is the action superb, but also Tequila as a character and
Yeah.
his like you really feel like I don't know if I've just been emotional or something, but
No, no,
honestly,
no.
like him like like I don't know, mourning over
His
his
partner.
his partner and there's just something to it. I was just like, wow. I
Oh,
don't
I
know why, but
love
I
it.
feel
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
I love his introductory scene. So
Oh
with
yeah,
the
dude.
credits are rolling and it's intercutting between his mixed drink and first off, that's just badass the way he mixes that drink. It's just I want to try that. I want to make some custom cocktail one day and do it just like he does.
Hell
Just
yeah.
I strive to be that badass. Yeah. And he's a badass with a soft side. He plays clarinet at
Yes.
a jazz club. That's great.
That was such a great montage when it intercuts with neon and the city of Hong
Yeah.
Kong.
Oh yeah, like 90s
Oh,
Hong Kong. I knew you, the Chungking Express fan. I thought you might get a kick out of that.
yes, you were spot on.
Hmm. Speaking of Chungking Express, Tony Leung as Alan.
Dude,
Oh
I
man,
love that guy.
I love it too. He like okay, Tequila's intro was great.
Yeah, but
Alan's is better.
dude, like immediately you're just like, holy crap!
I want to be this guy. I
Like
want to party with this
the
man.
slow mo, the light flares,
Yeah,
just
the
paint.
red car cruising down the
Oh yeah, yeah,
highway
exactly.
with with the freaking jazz music playing.
S Dude, I
Whew.
love so many creative choices in this. I was really damn happy about this one.
My temperature's rising as we speak. Yeah,
And, like yeah.
yeah, Tony Leung, he's awesome too. He has a great role playing
Mhm,
here. And he's a and yeah, because I just recently watched Chunking Express, and I'm really appreciating him as an actor. All the like you said with James Caan in the last episode,
mhm,
the subtleties you can find in Tony in his performance, they're
mhm.
just wicked. There's this pivotal moment in the warehouse shootout.
Oh, man.
He's forced to spoilers. We're getting into spoilers again. He's forced to shoot the gang boss he's been infiltrating, but he's also kind of grown attached to. He like Johnny Wong's handing him the gun to do it, but you can just see him. He's just holding back, just greatly holding back this conflict within him, these
Yep.
emotions, and then just unleashes it over his machine gun burst, and it's just like, wow, this guy's
Yeah,
awesome.
because he shoots the boss and walks away. Like, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
you could tell he was so freaking torn, but he had to do it because it took me a second because I wasn't too sure exactly what the hell was going on, but that he was undercover and,
yeah.
like, he couldn't have killed or betrayed, what was his name? The
Uncle
boss.
Hoy.
No, the one who
No,
he,
Johnny Wong.
correct. Like,
Yes.
he had to do it for his job essentially, like, or else he would get
Yeah.
killed himself, and, like, that
Uh huh.
you could just see the pain in his eyes, and as he walks away, he grabs that Uzi and just blasts the rest of the,
Just unloads
oh,
on the whole
man.
family.
I was really feeling that too. I was like,
Uh huh.
"Dude, not only is this movie badass, but, like, it really cares about its characters, and it really, like and it shows that the pain that the violence will bring and just what this kinda lifestyle brings."
Absolutely,
Not
and yeah,
all
you got Tequila talking about darkness later on, trying to get out of it. That really cements it. That really brings it on home.
Yeah, oh, yeah, the line with, Alan about wanting to go to Antarctica so he
Yes.
can get away from the darkness and
Yeah.
be in light. I was
I
like,
uh,
so
I
good.
also I really love how Tequila and Alan come together as a duo.
Dude, totally.
It's so badass. And then at the final set piece, which is the whole final act, this whole hospital siege, this assault scene, you get it forces Alan Tequila to put aside their differences and work together as policemen, take
Mhm.
down this criminal organization. So cool how it comes together. And that very famous, iconic one take action sequence through the
Man,
hallways.
dude, I was, like, tearing up because I was like, "Dude," like,
Yeah,
it was just so impressive, I couldn't help it, dude. I was just like, "Man, this is so good."
it is. It's so great. I wanted the rest of the movie to go on like that. It was so good.
Right? But even when it doesn't do one takes, it's even I almost feel like it's
Yeah.
somewhat more impressive not more impressive, but it's equally as impressive.
Yeah, the staging is just amazing, all the
Oh,
different
dude.
scenarios. One of my favorite parts is, so Johnny Wong's got this henchman with him, he's called Mad Dog. He's very acrobatic, he's just a ruthless thug, he
Is
just
that the one with the eye
wastes
patch?
yeah, he just wastes people wherever
God,
he goes.
Terminator.
Yeah, so it's after the one take, and it's just Alan and Mad Dog going at it. They're hiding behind corners so freaking fast. They're going Mach speed around corners. They're shooting over glass.
Mhm.
There's like one shot where they're trying to blind fire over some windows
Yeah.
and they just keep on going. Mad Dog jumps through a window and just keeps shooting. They just never let up. They don't skip any beats. It's
The amount of
incredible.
stunt work in this is just ridiculous.
That kind of determination,
Holy moly.
we need that more in American action
God, I
movies.
would tell me about it. I mean, and back to, like, that warehouse fight, I was just so amazed and impressed by how complex a lot of those moments were. Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't
man.
just 2 characters or a handful of characters just shooting at each other and then, cutting to close-ups of them ducking and, but, like, the amount
Yeah.
of explosions or sparks or
Yeah.
dirt bikes, like,
Uh-huh.
I love that one kill where, I forget who exactly, but he has a dirt bike going full speed towards someone and
Yeah.
jumps uses a car as a ramp and just goes right into the, back of a semi truck or back of
Yes.
a cart or box truck
Yes.
and
That
just
was cool.
smashes that guy into the wall of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
I love it when Tequila he pulls out a shotgun at this point with explosive shells, it looks like.
Dude, the moment he pulls out that shotgun, I was like, "Oh, hell yeah!"
Just whips it out, just bang.
It's such a long barrel shotgun too.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, he kills one biker. He slides out of control, but there's another biker coming at him. So he jumps over the bike that's sliding towards him and shoots the next biker coming at him. That's
It's just
legendary.
beautiful.
Beautiful. And then he
It
takes out another biker and he just explodes in a fireball.
would love too, it's like, it because you could see the lack of reloading or, like, the infinite bullets, like, amount
Yeah.
of bullets in each gun is like a, "Oh, there's a
It
mistake." But, dude, like, it worked. It made sense in its own way
uh-huh.
because, with, Tequila, he almost seemed unstoppable.
Yeah, man.
Like,
He's the
especially yeah,
he's the hard-boiled cop.
he is, but, like, just him coming through the roof of that warehouse just with his one machine gun and opening fire and not
Yes.
getting hit, it's just like, oh, the Terminator. He's
Yeah.
unstoppable, and
Give
I
him
love how it plays with that ridiculousness and doesn't really, like, care to be too realistic or whatnot. It's
Yeah, because
man,
it's so emotionally charged, you don't even care about the realism of the matter.
totally. Exactly.
Yeah, and the
Beautiful.
police chief says it best, "Give a guy a gun, he's Superman. Give him 2 and he's God."
Yeah,
And Tequila that sums up Tequila perfectly. You give
for
him
real.
all the guns, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
How many
great.
times have you seen this?
Oh, I've come back to it often over the years.
Okay.
I was like you when I first saw it, I just could not get enough of it when I saw it.
Right.
Yeah, but I will tell you, don't watch the dub version. That is
Oh, I wouldn't want to.
it's embarrassing.
Is the voice acting really that bad?
Yeah, talk about taking the piss out of the emotion we were just talking about.
Oh, of course.
Uh-huh.
Well, I will avoid that.
Yes, yes. Stick with the Cantonese or the Chinese, whichever
Yeah,
your dialect of
you're
choice.
right. Yeah, and then,
uh,
like, the hospital scene, because that's a really long scene.
it is. It's practically the whole third act of the
It
movie.
is, yeah. It's like the last almost hour of the
If
film.
yeah, it felt like a James Bond movie because some of the James Bond movies end with a grand assault on the bad
Uh-huh.
guy's hideout. This is like a more
Ah.
explosive version of that.
Yeah, what if he borrowed some inspiration at least? I'm
Maybe
sure. Yeah.
he John Woo borrows from Sergio Leone a lot. Spaghetti
Oh,
westerns.
yeah,
You could see that in his Mexican standoffs that he often puts
totally.
in his movies. Oh god, yeah. Speaking of which, the Mexican standoff between Alan and Mad Dog,
Yeah.
they got the patience right between them, and just wow. And even then, you could see the honor in Mad Dog there. He's willing to let these patients get out of danger.
Yeah, because you think he's just a hard ass, just maniac, but, like, there are certain times where he's like, "Dude, Johnny, this is a little bit too much, like, you don't need to be
Uh-huh.
killing all these people," and the fact that he turns on his boss because he criticizes Alvin for that. Not Alvin, Alan.
Where
Freaking,
the where the other chipmunks at?
criticizes
Alan.
him for betraying his own boss, like, I
Yeah.
just liked that kind of hypocrisy and,
That is cool, yeah.
but god, dude, that is such a long ass scene in the hospital, but
It is.
man, it's just I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just
It
it's
is
just a
wicked.
lot to see. There's so much
There's a lot to
happening
see.
and
Uh-huh. I like it when there's also the part where Tequila and Alan are trying to break into the armory under the
oh,
hospital,
yeah.
and you have the great character building banter between them.
Mhm.
They're kinda like an odd couple at first, but then they start to care about one another. After Alan gets shocked, and then he starts seeing parallels between his partner from the tea house
Yeah.
and Alan. It's like, I could save this guy. I will let you die too," basically. He won't say it out loud, but
Oh,
he's
yeah,
thinking it,
sweet.
and we're catching
Obvious.
on. It's great. Yeah, and then they fight Mad Dog in the armory. Just
Yeah,
freaking
just
punch him in the eye.
oh my god.
It's a lot. It's high octane. It's very explosive.
Yeah, plot wise, it's quite simple, but it does the job. It doesn't really need to do anything else, and
Uh-huh.
the action is just fucking through the roof.
Yeah, bonkers as hell. Yeah. And yeah, the story is simple, but it still is really effective.
Yeah, because I mean, the
Yeah,
characters
this
that
is
inhabit it are just they're good. They're very good.
they are very good. Yeah, this is one of the more simpler John Woo plots that he's in, as even in his Hong Kong movies.
Mhm.
Because before this, he made movies like The Killer and Better Tomorrow. Those are steeped a lot more in character drama for as explosive as their action is too.
Interesting.
Heart and those are also gangster movies, so
Ah,
there's a little different viewpoints going on,
yeah.
perspective change. And this one is more like a Dirty Harry sort of scenario, but it still retains that emotion really well.
Yeah, that's kind of I mean, besides the action, that was what kind of surprised me was how empathetic it was towards these people, and
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
God,
So yeah.
what would you
Yeah.
recommend after, like, this film for me to
Oh.
watch?
Okay, so I think you should start with the Hong Kong stuff because that's arguably his best line of work.
Yeah.
So after Hard Boiled, look up probably The Killer. That's his other most famous Hong Kong picture. Also Chow Yun Fat. They had a lot of collaborations over the years. Then A Better Tomorrow. I just recently watched one. That's really good for one of John Woo's first
Mhm.
uh, action pictures. That's got a good story behind it, some neat characters. And I hear A Better Tomorrow 2 is also really awesome. And I personally like much of his American movies. So
Yeah, I've wanted
my
to see
favorite
Face Off. I wanna see that.
Face Off is great, but I like Broken Arrow a lot
Oh,
more
right, right, right.
because because it has another really great hero villain duo.
Hmm,
They have and the a- and it does something it's a little different flavor of John Woo. He like all his staples are there, but they're done a little differently when you examine them after watching a lot of his movies.
yeah.
Doesn't have as many uh doesn't have as flashy gunfights and whatnot, but there's still some amazing shootouts in that movie and some great set pieces. Hard Target with Jean Claude Van Damme is a personal favorite of mine. It's got a
Mhm.
cool concept, a great bad guy in Lance Henriksen, and again, awesome shootouts. And finally, I'll top it off with Mission Impossible 2. Everyone says it's the weakest Mission Impossible movie, but as a John Woo movie, it's still really freaking
I can
good.
imagine that'd be quite interesting.
Yeah, him and Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
That's I'm surprised they didn't do more together because Cruise's knack for in-camera realism and stunts, and Woo just knowing how to make movie stars out of everyone.
Right.
Just it's a match made in heaven. And yeah, I've been watching that movie since I was little, so that it's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, also
So hopefully you kept track of all
oh, yeah,
that.
no, I did. For sure, for sure. Uh, what
So
movies?
yeah, the killer, Better Tomorrow.
Who?
The
Also, what was I gonna say? Just on the technical aspects of things, the music. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
man. Good
Like
music,
that
good.
like, you also have that jazzy stuff, but then, of course, it's the '80s, you do have a bit of synth and
The 90s.
synth bass and drums, oh, '90s?
Yeah, 1992.
Oh, you're right. Why did I think it was, like, '81? I don't know why I thought
Nah,
that.
it's fine.
Okay.
It's all right. Yeah, the score is really good. It's got some great cues in there, use of synth bass
Mhm.
and so forth. And I just love the jazzy parts of that score. Like the opening number with Tequila in the jazz club and
Kinda perfect.
Alan and Alan's introduction in the red car. Just
Moi.
baller.
Baller.
Moi.
Yeah, man.
S-
I don't know if I have too much more to say, like, 'cause
Yeah.
it's a pretty
I s-
straightforward film, and I know there's probably stuff in the subtext and whatnot that I'm not really picking up on because,
Oh,
but
sure. No, this is perfectly normal. Just kind of take in the spectacle right now,
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I would like to watch this or
dude.
revisit this on a higher quality disc because I would
Yeah.
definitely buy this. I would want to show this like my brother and whoever else because
Yes.
damn,
Yeah. Make it the boyfriend pick of the date
there
night.
not a bad choice. But
Yes. Yeah.
uh,
If there's one classic action movie you should watch, it definitely have to be Hard Boiled. It'd be one of the contenders.
I would definitely say so. And I'm still a rookie, but I
Yeah.
would definitely say so.
Yeah. It is an iconic movie. The shootouts, the character dynamics. If you want to get started on John Woo like Victor here, then find this movie. It is truly essential.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have it, you can't rent it near you. Just watch the YouTube version.
Yeah.
Like,
d-
you know,
It's honestly it's worth it. It really is.
although I do not like the font of the subtitles. I will say that
Really.
it bothered me.
The
But
edges are too sharp.
well, it's just too like it doesn't what it is nitpick. Just it's just a nit.
Sure,
But
sure, sure, sure.
anyways,
Yeah.
uh,
I like I'll just a couple more notes here. So
yeah.
there's a shootout in between the second and third acts on a boat dock.
Oh yeah.
And I like the leading up to that because when you get Tequila and Alan, they finally get some FaceTime with each other and
Hmm.
like, "What the hell are you doing to me?" Or not to me, like, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?" And then
Yeah,
Alan goes into all the origami collection on his bow. That's really meaty. That's really
I
cool.
like that.
Yeah. And then you get a small bit of action to hold you over until the next set piece goes down. So yeah, that's just another thing I liked.
Agreed.
Y-
Big agree.
Agreed. Yeah. I like the back and forth Tequila has with Teresa, the police department secretary, who he cut who they're kind of in a will they won't they on and off relationship.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, I liked that.
He's at she's asking him for tunes regarding deciphering the codes and whatnot.
Yeah, overall, just the relationships were
Yeah,
they're
it's appealing.
yeah,
They're
quite
appealing.
appealing.
They're like likable action movie characters. That's what you want on top of the action.
God, yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I could geek out all day about it, talking about stunts and placing and just weapons.
Yeah, just
It's
for the audience's sake, I don't want to just get too repetitive because it's easy to get
yeah.
repetitive on something like this.
We'll call it. Go see Hard Boiled. Go track it down, however you can.
Yeah. Oh, ratings. What would you give it?
Solid four.
Solid 4? Oh, okay.
Solid four. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell if it's the action that really is making my rating jump really high. Um,
Mm.
because like, God, I don't know, because a lot of it was really good. It kind of bored me at some
Yeah.
points. Not really bored me,
Mm.
but like, every movie has that lulling bit where,
Sure, yeah, and this is a very spectacular movie, and for a first-time watcher, you're kinda just waiting for the next spectacle moment.
right. But even like the mundane moments, they're written just fine. There's nothing really that I would knock points off this film for.
Sure.
Um, so I'm gonna go with like a high four, like even close to a 4.5.
Oh, yeah.
So
I teeter on that too, so
yeah, man, I'm really glad you recommended this one. It's about time.
yes, happy to, happy to, and
So
I can't wait for you to watch more John
I'm
Woo.
pretty excited.
That's gonna be
Do you have
exciting.
any of his films on DVD or something?
I I had Broken Arrow, but my brother's borrowing it right now.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I could I'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Sure, figure it out.
So let's see. Hopefully, we'll get a Ryan film on here soon next
Hopefully,
week.
if we could get him on Discord.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know what the next one will be. That'll be a surprise. So
Sure, yeah.
thanks.
So until then, enjoy this episode, enjoy our prior episodes, and look out for that fateful day, the next episode.
Heck yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you around.